Hi everyone, Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. I want to take a look at the Democratic nominees for president. Every now and again I do a quick sort of like check-in on them, so I think I'd like to check in on them today. And I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown deck, the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. It's my new favorite. Okay, so let's do Joe Biden first. Let's do Uncle Joe. No Malaki Joe. No Malaki. Okay. All right. Gotta. No Malarkey Joe. Okay, we have the Empress card. So we have him in actually in a good position. He's being nurtured by those who nurture Joe, his wife, his family, um, and the establishment, because he is the establishment, the preferred establishment candidate. Let's see what's crossing that. The Fool. The Fool is about well, it could be about looking foolish. She could be looking foolish to some people. But the Fool is about a need to take a leap of faith, to do something different, to do something that hasn't been done before. So that's the challenge here. Let's see what's at the root. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles. I think it is reflected in that at least the last time it was looked at, he didn't make a lot of money. Um, I don't feel like there's a lot of energy there. I don't feel like there's a lot of, there may be, you know, money from large donors and such, but there isn't a lot of um, life force there. And we can see here that the bloom has definitely come off the rose. This is a rose that is dying. It's dying because, um, quite frankly, it's past its prime. Okay, see what's in the past. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So we have a shift. We have shifting fortunes in the past. He was very popular when he was Obama's vice president, um, and you know, I think they made a good team. So, but his things have changed. Things have shifted. Let's see what's in the sky. We have the sun. So we have the illumination. That's good. Actually, that's a good card. That's a lot of energy. But it is illumination. So something about him could be illuminated. If he has anything to hide, um, it probably will be seen. Let's see the immediate future. And we have the Emperor card. Okay, it's another tree card here. He's got a lot of major arcanas. Wow, a lot of major arcanas. Um, I've picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and 4 of them are major arcana. So this could be a very positive card for him. It's a 2020 card. It is the card of the Emperor, and this is the vibration of 2020. How it's seen from the outside. A balancing, trying to balance, trying to maintain balance. His domestic situation. Okay, things domestically are not good. I think this might be the stress over his son, Hunter. Hopes and fears, more of the same. I think that's what that means. And the outcome. The Seven of Pentacles. Still money issues, not quite enough. See if we can pull a major arcana, the Hermit. Okay, that doesn't bode well. So that's sort of somebody hiding away. So there are some really good cards here, and there's some terrible cards here. But the outcome is the Hermit, and so that says to me withdrawal. So I feel like he's going to be withdraw before the end. So, all right, now I'm going to shuffle again, And the next person I want to do is Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders. How is Bernie Sanders bearing at this time? Okay, Bernie. We have the Ace of Cups as his immediate environment, so there's a lot of love. There's a lot of people love him. The people who support him, love him, they feel like he has their best interest at heart. The people that don't know him and don't really watch him, I think he's probably just an old curmudgeon old guy socialist or something. Let's see, the crossing card. We have the Six of Wands. This is the victory card. So his challenge is victory, right? To win. See what's at the root. We have the Seven of Cups. Um, there's with the Seven of Cups, I feel like there's obfuscation. Things are hidden. And I would say for him is that he doesn't, I don't think it's in his case um, like skeletons in the closet. I feel like he's not given the time. You don't see him on TV. You don't see him on the major networks. He's not supported in that way. And so to a certain extent he's hidden. They keep him hidden. Let's see what's in the past. We have the Sun. So I feel like the past for him was his sort of coming out when he went against Hillary Clinton. It was a huge rising up. His son, I mean, that's really when he started to rise up into more public prominence. I mean, he's been around for what 40 years, and those people who follow politics certainly knew about him, but the rest of the people did not. And so that was when the light shone on Bernie Sanders. So his journey began, his more public persona journey began when he was running against Hillary. Okay, and this is what's in the sky, and this is the Father of Wands. This is a rising up of energy. So there's a lot of energy here. We have a lightning bolt that's coming down from the sky. So this can be something that is there's an inspiration. He's very inspired. He's inspiring people to rise up. He's inspiring people to rise up, become politically active, and do what's best for themselves. Okay, let's see the immediate future. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords here. So he is still in the process of transforming. He's perhaps not quite ready to fully spread his wings. And there's a lot of danger around him. He's making a lot of enemies. He's making a lot of enemies because he is going against all the entrenched money, whether it be Wall Street or drug companies or petrochemical industries or the military industrial complex. They're all out to take him out if they can. Um, and so he stays. I almost feel like he's keeping things very close. He's not quite ready to expand those wings. How it's seen from the outside, okay. I think people outside of the United States see him as a good candidate to lead, to rule. And if there are those people who see it in the United States, you're not seeing them on MSNBC. His domestic situation, okay. So, this is the Seven of Pentacles. Um, um, Joe got this. Uncle Joe, No Malarkey Joe, got this at the end, which isn't a great place for it. Was it at the end? Was it in the sky? Uh, this is he's continuing to get these small dollar donations. That's his domestic situation. Um, it's a little different because of where it's sitting in the reading. Hopes and fears. The grassroots. This is the grassroots. That's his hope. His hope is that it's not just about him becoming the emperor. So if we look at this card being like the card of the emperor, and we look at this card as his hopes and fears, it's kind of this. It's kind of a similar or the same tree, but his hope is that the roots go deeper than just his candidacy, which he says all the time. Let's see the outcome. Okay, we have the Three of Wands. In one of my favorite decks, this is called the Birth of Light. And so I feel as though this is a window into the future, a window into the possible future for Bernie. Let's see if we can pull a major arcana. We have the Mother of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So these are pretty, except for the Five of Swords. I feel like the Five of Swords is going to be uh, people doing crappy things in his direction. Um, but then the Ace of Wands coming up after that, it's not going to matter. So I feel like his message is going to get out there. His purpose will be fulfilled. Will he become the president? It's possible that he can be, well, he could be the nominee. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do, let's do Elizabeth Warren next. And then we'll do Mayor Pete. Excuse me, I dropped one of my cards. I have to go get it. It's kind of far down there. Oh, there we go. All right. So this is for Liz Warren. Oops. Almost dropped them all on the floor. I would be. It's that old card game 52 pickup. But in the case of the tarot, it's 78 pickup. Yeah, so at the end we had the Hermit for Joe, and we had the Ace of Wands for Bernie. It's interesting how much harder Bernie Sanders has to work than Joe Biden. Okay, let's see Elizabeth Warren. Okay, we have the Mother of Wands. She is a Cancer, but she does have a fiery personality. She does have that fiery ability. It's the energy of protection. There's a protection here, trying to protect the family, the middle class, perhaps her eggs here. She's a little involuted on herself, though. So she is, I feel like she's spent a lot of time putting herself out there, and I think it worked for her. And now she's starting to sort of curl up a little bit. I think she'll have another burst forth, but at this point she's sort of circling, we'll say circling the wagons in this case. See her challenge, the Five of Swords. This is attack. She's being attacked. She's being attacked. And the difference between her being attacked and Bernie being attacked is that Bernie has a stronger root system than she does. So I think he can withstand it a little bit more. And he's a little less aggressive when it comes to, fighting back. He's sort of like stepping back from that, I think, until he really has to fight in a way. And so I think that the attacks have, in a way, hurt her. Let's see what's at the root. We have the Four of Cups. So there's some discontent here. At the root, there's some discontent. There's some divine discontent with this. I think that she needs to. My feeling about this card is that there's somebody within her orbit that she needs to rethink being there. Okay, let's see what's in the past. You have the Daughter of Cups. That's the Page of Cups. So in the past, the people liked her. People, I think, still like her. But there was a sort of a youthful exuberance there. There was perhaps a naivete that she had in the past. Let's see what's in the sky. We get the Nine of Cups. So that's good. That's good. Nine of Cups is wishes coming true. A lot of love coming your way. So that's good for her. Let's see what's in the immediate future. We have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. This is kind of a celebration. This is a celebration. So I think again, I think that she's going to have something to celebrate in the next 6 weeks. Let's see what's how it's seen from the outside. Okay, the Ace of Swords. Well, she's seen as a fighter. She's seen as somebody who is not afraid to wield the sword, is not afraid to act, is not afraid to say something. Like once you say something, something else gets cut away. So I don't think she's not. People don't see her as somebody who isn't willing to do that. Her domestic situation. Okay, so there's a lot of burdens. There's a lot of overwhelm. There's a little bit of overwhelm. I feel like somebody is sapping her and creating a little bit more chaos, perhaps, than she's used to having to deal with. So I feel like this is. It feels like an internal struggle with her staff. I don't know if it is, but that's what it feels like to me. Hopes and fears. The Mother of Cups, just being herself. Um, she's protective. She cares about people, and I think she hopes that people see that, despite all the other mumbo jumbo that's going on with her. I think that she really hopes that people see that she does care, and that this is. It's not because she's not. In a way, Bernie says, "Not me, it's us." For her, it's not Liz wants to be president. It's that Liz wants to help people. That's really what it comes down to. And the outcome? Okay, we have the Two of Wands. This is coming together, two heads coming together. Um, quite frankly, I feel like if Bernie were to win the nomination, I think he would probably choose her as his vice president. Um, she would be working very close with him. I think that if not the vice president, because he might want to pick somebody a little younger than her, certainly putting her in a position where she can do what she does best. Um, but I feel as though beyond that, if we just look at these as her cards, I feel as though she whatever challenges are facing her now, heads are going to come together, and she's going to be able to transcend the problems that she has right now. Okay, let's see if we can pull a major arcana. We get the Seven of Wands, another indication that her fire is still lit. The Seven of Swords, again, this is a sense that there's somebody who's a fox in the henhouse. And the Five of Cups, which will disappoint her greatly. And we get the Moon underneath. So there is something there's something brewing, but I don't feel like it's her. I feel like it's somebody around her. Um, I don't know who her people are, so I think she has to I just hope they don't sell her out, you know what I mean? Because she does not deserve that. Okay. So let's do Mayor Pete. I'm gonna do Mayor Pete, Andrew Yang, and Tulsi, because I love Tulsi. All right. Even though I don't think she's gonna do I don't think she's gonna do the debate, which I don't think is a good idea. But what do I know? I don't know. Even if she gets in, she says she's not gonna do it. Okay, let's see Mayor Pete. It's gonna pull from the middle of the deck. Okay, we have the Fool card. So he is new. He's young. He's doing something he hasn't done before. And I think his inexperience is showing, but let's see what's challenging him. Justice? Okay. Some legal matter is challenging him. Um, I feel it has to do with the race stuff that's happening, that has happened um, with his South Bend and the police department. We have black and a white cat here, so I think it has to do with that. So that's a challenge for him. At the root, we have the Daughter of Wands. This is messages, information coming out. I think that's the information about the issues he has with 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 when he was mayor, with the race stuff. All right, let's see what was in the past. I have the Daughter of Pentacles. This is the so this was somebody in the past. He was seen as somebody who was capable, but young, and had a lot of potential. So that was the past. Let's see what's in the sky. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. That's like arguments. Okay, and this fighting. Um, yeah, we'll see. I think that with Pete, I think it has more to do with what the powers that be want to do. He's not really in charge of his own destiny in a way. Um, they could end up, they put a lot of energy towards him. He's a very likable guy, so they're like, oh, here's another Obama, perhaps. But there's a difference between Obama and Pete in that Obama was sort of the anti-war candidate, and he was different than um, the Republican and all the other Democrats in that he was and Hillary Clinton, because that's who he went against. Um, whereas Pete is more of a centrist, like he's sitting in the center of things. He wants to, maybe take Joe Biden's place, or he wants to be seen as the reasonable one at a time when I think um, we need revolution, quite frankly. Let's see what's in the immediate future. We have the Hierophant, keys to the city, perhaps. Um, so this is actually a good card for him. I feel like he may um, continue to improve. He may do really well in Iowa. I should probably ask that question. Um, so he's definitely not out, but his fate is more in the wind, I want to say. Do you know what I mean? It's not necessarily up to him. That's what I want to say. How it's seen from the outside. The Ace of Wands. Okay, new beginnings. Um, there's a lot of energy. There's some passion there. There's very intelligent, creative, great orator, reasonable. Um, his domestic situation. We have the Lovers. So that's choices around love. I think that can hurt him or help him. It depends on the perspective. But I feel like his domestic situation is okay. I feel like this, and he doesn't have an issue with it. Okay. Hopes and fears. The Father of Swords. Again, I feel like there's some legal stuff that could bite him in the butt um, if and when it comes out, um, and not so much that he's it's his fault for something per se legally, but how he handled it and the outcome. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like he has a lot of financial support. They have feathered his nest, um, and I think that the more elite Democrats, the powers that be, do like him. Let's see if we can pull a major arcana. The Two of Cups, which is love. The Mother of Pentacles. Um, okay, all right. Let me pick one more. And the Son of Swords. Again, a legal issue. I would say that the people who want to keep the money the same really like him. I want to see what's underneath the Son of Cups. So I would say that he's still in it. He still has a possibility, but I feel as though he is supported by the people who want to keep things the same. The powers that be will support him. And whether or not that's going to be enough in this time when people really want change, I don't know. I don't know. But he's still okay. And now we're going to do Andrew Yang because I know people get upset. I really like him. Every time he speaks, I think he makes total sense. I love his personality and his attitude. Um, I think that he is going to be very. He's a problem solver. He is a problem solver, and I think that it would be interesting if Bernie wins if he makes Yang his vice president. That would be interesting. Although he did say he wants a woman, but things change, and we'll see. That would be very interesting because Yang is young, and yeah, interesting. our first our first Jewish president gets a Taiwanese our first Taiwanese American vice president or first female vice president. I love it. I love it. Andrew Yang, the Fool card. Okay, another newbie, somebody who could seem foolish to some. I don't think he's foolish, but I think he's willing to take a leap. Being crossed by justice, the Pete Buttigieg's cards. Crossed by justice. Let's wait and see what that's about. At the root, okay, this was one of Bernie's cards, so that's interesting. A window is opening, an opportunity. He's showing us a different way. He's showing us what's ahead in the future, in the past. The Son of Pentacles. This is somebody who, the Son of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, is an energy that has done their due diligence. They've done the work, they've planted the seeds, and now they're sitting back and watching them grow. And I feel like that's what he has done. And I believe his presidential run started like way ahead of everybody else, like maybe even a year ahead of even when Elizabeth Warren said something. So he has been planning this for a while, and I think that when I saw him talk, what was he on? I think he was on Useful Idiots podcast, which if you don't have an opportunity, you should watch it. It's really good. Matt Taibbi and a woman unfortunately I can't remember her name, but they have some really good guests, and he was saying I saw a problem, and I said people aren't looking at this, and I need to say something. So like he's a problem solver. These young people, they're just great. Let's see what's in the sky. Ah, the star. Yeah, he inspires people, and the star card is about the future, so he sees the future. Immediate strength. Wow, yeah, strength card is about finding your voice as well. And so this looks really good. I think he's going to do really well. I think everybody's going to be shocked. Um, the How it's seen from the outside. Uh, he's willing to work with people. I think that's what he's seen as somebody who was compassionate and willing to, sort of look at ideas, go back and forth, batting things around. His domestic situation. We have the High Priestess. I feel like there's, things hidden perhaps at home, but I feel more than because sometimes this is hidden things coming up, but I almost feel like there's this energy of a really powerful feminine um, in his home, whether it's his wife or his mother, or that energy is very, very powerful, and it sustains him. It sustains him. Let's see, hopes and fears. Okay, the Six of Cups. Hmm. This is a need to look to the past, or it's like a nostalgia, energy. And I think he fears that. I think he fears that people want it to be back the way it was, but it can never be back the way it was. And I think he realizes that he's sort of bucking the trends with that. Outcome, Devil card. That's interesting. Uh, it's a Capricorn card. He is a Capricorn. Um, a lot of times the Devil card is negative, but I don't feel it negative for him. I feel like it's a very positive card. I feel like he's actually, oh, this is funny. He's putting the powerful, he's putting their feet to the fire. And let's see what's underneath. The Mother of Wands. So, Andrew Yang is a lot of major arcana. Again, this is, he is going to surprise people. He's really surprising people. Okay, and one last reading, and this is Tulsi, and I'm already at 30 minutes, so I apologize for this being long. And I didn't even get to all of them. I mean, I guess there's Amy Klobuchar, there's Cory Booker, there's Steyer, there's Michael Bloomberg. Um, there's still some people. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. Okay, let's do Tulsi. Let's do Tulsi. Where's Tulsi at? Okay, I'm really interested to see what's going to come up for Tulsi. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. This is betrayal. Okay, so she's feeling betrayed, or there's betrayal around her. Heartbreak. Somebody's out for blood. What's crossing that? But it also frees her. This is the Three of Swords is heartbreak, but on the other side of heartbreak is freedom. Let's see what's crossing it. We got the Father of Wands. Father of Wands. I think that people are seeing her as more aggressive. And I think that, and her warrior side, but there's a part of Tulsi, at least for me, it's not her warrior side that I resonate with. It's her heart. It's her compassion for people. And I think that she has taken on the sword a little to the perhaps detriment of the side that where she connects with people. Let's see what's at the root of this. We have the Daughter of Swords. So she's got the sword. She has decided she is the warrior. I guess this is what she feels she needs to do. She's a soldier. She's a soldier. In the past, we have the eight. Oh wait, is that eight? That's seven. The Seven of Cups. I feel like people don't trust her. They don't understand her motivations. Um, she is a little bit of a mystery. I don't think that works in her favor. I think she's a very direct person, but I think there are some things that sort of hide in the background that people are not comfortable with, and I think that's what that part is. Let's see what's in the sky. We have the Daughter of Cups, so maybe she's going to come more. Maybe she's going to realize that she needs to bring a little bit more of that sensitivity in to her campaign. Let's see what's in the immediate future. Another doorway. So she's showing us something. Of course, probably the whole military industrial complex thing. But there's an opening for her. That's good. How she's seen from the outside. Manipulative. The Magician. Or it could be, it's not just, the Magician isn't just manipulative. The Magician is somebody who has an ability to concentrate. And to focus. So she's very focused. People see her as very focused. And some see her as a manipulative. Her domestic situation. Okay, the Mother of Wands. She's coming up a lot. Maybe the Mother of Wands is Pelosi. Because she is a fire sign. And this came up with Tulsi, and it came up with Liz Warren, and it came up with one other person. And I'm wondering if, yeah, Pelosi's not all that thrilled with her. She might work against her. Let's see. Hopes and fears. The Tower. So I think she wants to bring the whole thing down. I think she wants to people. She wants to end the stranglehold of the war machine. So I think she wants a Tower moment to bring that all down. Outcome. We have the Two of Cups, so that's nice. Uh, Getting along with somebody, working with somebody else. I think if Bernie Sanders gets in, he may have her do Secretary of State. Wouldn't that be interesting? I know you're probably over there going, no, but just would be interesting. I'm not going to say it's happening. And we have the Star. So there's hope there. There's inspiration. She could be herself be looking for more inspiration. So that's what I want to say. It's interesting because the women seem to be having more trouble. Um, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Like and subscribe. I'm sorry I didn't do the other candidates. We'd be here for what, 2 hours? I just wanted to do the top candidates, I think. So if I have time tomorrow, maybe I'll do some of the other ones. Okay? All right, guys. Like and subscribe. See you again soon. Oh, thank you. Thank you to my oh my goodness. I got a gift in the mail. Heather. Thank you, Heather. I loved my soaps. And I'm going to show you guys what she sent me. She sent me all these beautiful soaps, but she sent me a little Chitterbug soap. And it made me cry. So thank you. I love you guys. You really do. I just adore you all. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.